So how much pain is left? I mean, that's what we're all asking ourselves, right? It's Monday, March 10th. Markets continues to tank. I put out a video on Friday, March 7th, and I expected an intraday recovery. It didn't happen, and we fell again. Now, that being said, there's a tool I teach in my loss forecasting trading system that's called my objective trend assessment tool. And that, my friends, allowed me to continue to stay on the short side of the market because I saw that there was no change in this downtrend, okay? So if you have my loss forecasting trading system, be sure to look at session 2 objective trend assessment tool and use that technique. Now where we are, I'm gonna just quickly share my thoughts on the broad markets. And we are right now on the SPX having retraced half. So given back half the gains off the August 5th low. And I do think we're on our way to the 62.5% retracement. So that's a GAN number. You could use Fibonacci, 61.8. They're really not that different. But the other reason that this looks like a magnet for price is because if you draw a trend line from the April 22nd low to August 5th, it's coming in towards that area. So long story short, I think there's more pain on the SPX cash index down toward 5505 over the next several days. I am having a bonus monthly group coaching session for my members on Wednesday, so obviously I can speak to this more there. All right, now for the NASDAQ, I'm gonna look right at the futures market. Here we drilled down, we went well over 50% retracement a couple days ago and now have returned to the range from September 6th. This is providing some short-term support, but I do think we're on our way towards 19,085. I'm just rounding the numbers to make it easy. And those of you who use the RSI power zones, my favorite momentum indicator, may be thinking, well, Hema, we've entered the bear sport power zone. Why are you still expecting downside? Because just because a market gets oversold doesn't mean the pain has stopped, okay? It just means it's running out of downside steam. So again, next couple days, I'm thinking likely towards 19,085, and you can use the same trend assessment tool from loss forecasting to see if we get a bounce earlier than that. On the Dow, we finally broken below this January 13th low. So that is not a great sign. And this is on the DIA, okay? And when you look at this on the actual YM futures, so that's the micro futures for the Dow, here's something really interesting. As early as February 3rd, you could have calculated a downside forecast for this futures contract to potentially trade into 41552 by today, March 10th. And check it out. Today, we've got to 41666. That's barely a 100-point difference off something you could have been aware of well over a month ago. Now, I'm not saying you would have, right? Like back when the chart looked like this, let's be honest, most of us were still thinking there was room for upside. I'm just showing you when the forecast technically could have been drawn. So that goes back to my session 1 in my loss forecasting course, my simplest forecasting tool. Okay, so let's round this out with the Russell futures. So ticker RTY, and this is a weekly chart. Yes, that's how dramatically it's been moving that I want to look at a weekly time frame first. So you can see that if we go back further, October 23rd low, we've retraced over 50% now and are headed towards support off of this April 19th week low. From there, past that level is where I think we may be headed. And if that's the case, then I'd be on the lookout for this entire range of the low of the week ending October 27th. I say this because the RTY futures are weaker, the small caps are weaker. But that all being said, there is a forecast kind of sitting out here. So when you look at this on a daily chart, here's the wild thing. There was a forecast that could have been drawn as early as January 23rd for this contract to trade down into March 24th and to get to the price level 2005. Folks, we got there today, 2003.80. So here's the thing about forecasting is it's like a magnet, right? Pulling price down into the right like this, or it could be up and to the right if it's a forecast to the upside. The thing is that you need to know how to monitor if the forecast is going to be met as it approaches. So all those techniques are in the loss forecasting trading system. I've been personally reviewing my loss forecasting education. That's why it's in my brain front and center. and guiding me through all of this drama of the markets. Those of you who get my S&PH Pro analysis on my SPY report on Sunday, I showed you, hey, if there's going to be recovery, it needs to get above X level, and it didn't today. So that could have helped you stay on the downside, or on the short side, I should say. So if you found this helpful, let me know with a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, drop a comment down below, and we'll see how much more pain there is or if there's relief in sight. Catch you soon.